Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first match of the first show of the Rap Federation. We got a treat. Fatal 4-way for one of our brand new titles that we're going to introduce, the mainstream title, the mid-card title. We got Sofago, Roddy Ricch, Juice WRLD, and Polo G in one of two Fatal 4-ways tonight to determine the number one contender for the mainstream title. Let's get into it. And I'm excited for this, folks. First Fatal 4-way of the night. We're going to have another one. And then the winner of both Fatal 4-ways, winners of both Fatal 4-ways, I should say, will face each other for the mainstream title. And here comes Roddy Ricch, the first competitor. Man, what an absolute stud that we ended up picking up in the draft. We picked up a lot of talent in the draft. But people have been saying that Roddy Ricch, they said he fell off. They said he makes mid-music, but in the ring, he's got it, man. And he's ready to put on a show and absolutely show out tonight. But he's got his work cut out for him because we got some underrated cats in this thing. So let's see who's next. And now, out comes the man, the myth, the legend, Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD, with a million chains on, he's ready for a fight. As the fans cheer for him. Juice WRLD and Roddy Ricch have a history. We had some dark matches before we ended up doing our TV taping. These guys had a match and they just absolutely tore the house down. Put on one of the best matches I've ever seen. But I'm curious to see how they're going to perform with two other men in the ring wanting to take their heads off. But we'll see. Now next, we got someone who's an unorthodox type of wrestler. We got Sofago, the man himself, the abstract Sofago. And people want to say to me that Sofago is a dark horse to being a future world champ. And look at the pyro. You can tell that he has the mannerisms of a champ. The question is, does he have the skill? Does he have the moves? The resiliency, the grit? We'll find out. Sofago making his way to the ring. He's always been known for his style. He's rocking the necklace, the hat, the little bullet strap thing that military guys wear. Vintage Sofago, I want to thank everybody for tuning in at home. And of course all the fans that attended the first show of the World Rap Federation. Sofago making his way into the ring. And he's ready. Sofago, with a unique entrance as he seems to be making a snow angel on the ring. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but, everybody has their own type of pre-match rituals, and I'm not going to sit here and judge, but from the looks of it, it looks like Sofago is trying to appeal to the ladies in the crowd tonight as he's making suggestive movements in the ring. But like I said before, Sofago, people see him as a future world champ, and I can see why. But last, but certainly not least, we got probably the most experienced of the bunch, Polo G, coming out. Polo G, the vet, as he's rocking the blue with the Chuck Taylor boots. I don't even know if those are Chuck Taylors, but hey, there you go. Polo G. A lot of people don't expect him to even come close in this match, which I find hard to believe, as Polo G has been in the square circle many times, has held his own against the likes of Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Tech 9, all of these dark matches, of course. But I feel like he has the edge against these three because he hasn't had to face anybody as rigorous as Eminem or Snoop Dogg. So, got the fatal four-way underway. Let's see who wants to take it. And immediately, they each pick their targets. And so Fago with a flip neck breaker as Juice WRLD hits the ground for Polo G. Now Polo G wants to turn his attention to Sofago. And now they're going at it as Roddy Ricch elbow drops Juice WRLD's leg, and now it's just going to town on his foot, trying to immobilize the Quickster. And Roddy Ricch drops Sofago, goes for a pin, broken up by Juice WRLD. Referee wants to get out of the way of all the carnage. And it's just pandemonium here, folks. We got drop kicks, Hurricane Ranas, swinging neck breakers. And Polo G, what a stunner. A vintage crossroads stunner by Polo G as Juice WRLD and now Sofago target the man. And now they focus on each other. Sofago wanted a DDT of some kind, but Juice WRLD was able to counter. Now Polo G mounting punches on Roddy Ricch, who hasn't really been able to get in control, but Juice WRLD, he locks in the sleeper. Juice WRLD's got the sleeper locked in, and Roddy Ricch breaks it up as he goes after Juice WRLD. DDT to Juice WRLD by Roddy Ricch. I don't know how he can wrestle with that polo shirt on. It's hot in this arena. And now Roddy Ricch with the elbow drop. Elbow drop to Juice WRLD. As Sofago rams Polo G into the barricade as Roddy Ricch just goes absolutely ham on Juice WRLD. And now Roddy Ricch in full control, just punishing Juice WRLD. But Juice WRLD is able to counter. Does Juice WRLD have a trick up his sleeve to get back into this match? And Roddy Ricch shuts it down. And now Roddy Ricch climbing the top rope. What's he got in store? Oh, and a shooting star by Roddy Ricch on the Juice WRLD. Polo G and Sofago still on the outside. But Roddy Ricch looks like he's about to put Juice WRLD away. Sit down tombstone. Sit down tombstone by Roddy Ricch on Juice WRLD. That might do it, folks. And a kick out by Juice WRLD. A kick out by Juice WRLD. And Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch is showing us why he's the favorite. He's giving us a reason, but Juice WRLD flattens him with a kick, and Polo G enters the ring. And now Juice WRLD with some offense of his own on Roddy Ricch. And a nice combo. And now Juice WRLD turns his attention to Polo G. And a knee to the gut. Roddy Ricch back to his feet, but Juice WRLD's ready for it. He flattens him with the knee. And now Juice WRLD, what's he got in store? Snake eyes on Polo G. And Sofago with a drop kick to Roddy Ricch, but Polo G and Juice WRLD are just getting started. They're going back and forth. And now all four men are going to be in the ring. Juice WRLD's got Polo G up again. Another snake eyes. And Sofago and Juice WRLD looking to team up on Roddy Ricch. Double DDT on Roddy Ricch. And now Juice WRLD and Sofago turn their attention to each other as Polo G's thrown out the ring. Roddy Ricch with some offense on Sofago. And Polo G has a chair, but Roddy Ricch wanted a suicide dive, but he landed on the chair. That's going to do some damage. And now Sofago with combos of his own, but Roddy Ricch is able to shut it down. Remember, folks, that chair is legal as Fatal 4-Way. There are no disqualifications as Juice WRLD is flattened by Polo G. And all four men are just tearing each other apart. Polo G's dropped Juice WRLD like an album. Roddy Ricch is in full control of Sofago. But Polo G with a knee to the face on Roddy Ricch, who immediately gets up. But Roddy Ricch going for the suplex. Oh, it seems he's going for the Three Amigos. That's two suplexes. Will he be able to get the third? Yes! Three suplexes back to back to back on the red mat. On the outside, as Juice WRLD attacks Sofago, brutalizing him with the chair. And now Polo G watching as Juice WRLD is getting mutilated by Sofago. And now he wants to join in on the fun. Backbreaker on Sofago as Juice WRLD gets back in the ring. Polo G has Roddy Ricch up. What's he gonna do? A punch to the mouth, but Juice WRLD with the suicide dive to Polo G. And Juice WRLD's back in it. And all four men showing why they belong in this match. All four men showing why they deserve to be a mainstream champion. Roddy Ricch wanted something. He's going for punches on Polo G. But Polo is 2 steps ahead. Kick to the chest. Polo G with a punch. And now Polo G looking to attack Sofago and Juice at the same time. Russian leg sweep. And now mounted punches on Sofago. And these men are going insane. Polo G's got Sofago in the ring. But Juice WRLD is taunting Polo. Polo wanted a weapon. But Juice WRLD with a punch. And Sofago showing us that he's better than everybody in the ring. Or at least he self-proclaims that he is. As Juice WRLD gets back in the ring. Samoan driver by Polo and then a swinging neck breaker by Sofago. Cover on Juice WRLD and broken up by Roddy Ricch. And now Polo G and Roddy Ricch on the mat as Sofago with the dancing leg drop. Dancing leg drop. And it's broken up by Roddy Ricch again. Roddy Ricch not wanting to let anybody get any edges over anyone unless it is him. And now Roddy Ricch has Polo G on the rope. What's he got in store? Back suplex. Sofago. Roddy Ricch with a counter and Sofago's got the edge. And Roddy Ricch going for the suplex. And Sofago rolls out. German by Polo G. And Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's got him up. T-bone slam by Juice WRLD. The T-bone slam, but he goes for the cover on Roddy. Cover on Roddy. 1, 2, and a kick out by Roddy Ricch. Now Sofago has him up. What's he gonna do? Phoenix Splash. Reverse Phoenix Splash. And Juice WRLD gets Sofago before he can pin Polo G, who is out of it. And now delivering more punishment to Polo G, who is busted wide open with those punches. And Juice WRLD with the knee. Roddy Ricch has a chair, the equalizer. Break up pin by Roddy Ricch once again. He says nobody's gonna pin anybody except me. And Roddy Ricch with the neck breaker on Sofago. And now Polo G with the chair, but Roddy Ricch with the springboard elbow. Roddy Ricch is 5 steps ahead, but a roll up by Polo G. Broken up by Juice WRLD. And Juice WRLD looking for the suplex. And a knee to the face. And Polo G with the German suplex. And all 4 of these men are just laying it out on the line. And knees to the face of Roddy Ricch by Polo G. Now Polo G with a kick. And Roddy's out the ring. Arm drag by Sofago. Polo G has Juice WRLD up and now he's just kicking the shit out of Juice WRLD. Then a punch to the face. Sofago wanted the backstabber, but Polo G with the springboard punch. And Polo G looking for the power bomb. And then a knee to the face. Knee to the face by Polo G. And now Polo G with the X-Plex. X-Plex on Sofago. Is that going to do it? 1, 2. And a break up by Roddy Ricch once again. And Roddy Ricch, skull-crushing finale by Roddy Ricch. Gets Polo G out the ring. And now Roddy Ricch looking for a kick. And he gets it. And Juice WRLD with that chair on Sofago. As Sofago rolls out. And Roddy Ricch lays out Juice WRLD. Cover on Juice WRLD. Broken up by Polo G. These four don't want to lose. And I don't blame them. To be the first ever mainstream champion in Rap Federation history is an honor and a milestone that all four of these men want to achieve. German by Roddy Ricch. And a knee by Sofago on Juice WRLD. Roddy wanted the super kick, but Sofago's telling him no. Leg sweep by Roddy Ricch, on Roddy Ricch, sorry. And Polo G with the disaster kick on Sofago, who misses his chair shot. Cover on Sofago. Broken up by Juice WRLD. That's Juice WRLD looking to get it in, but Polo G says that's enough of that. Super kick. Super kick. Double pin. Double pin. What's going to happen? There was a double pin. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, folks. They're giving it to Polo G. Polo G. They say Polo G won the match. But there was a double pin, folks. Roddy Ricch pinned Juice WRLD at the same time that Polo G had pinned Sofago.
And now, introducing the Rap Heavyweight Champion, Blueface.
And Blueface, a force to be reckoned with after winning the King of the Rap tournament. This guy has become one of the faces of the Rap Federation. After knocking off Eminem in that final round to win that gold, he's just been on a roll. But the champ said that he was going to come out to the ring because he has something to say. So what we're about to do is we're about to hear what the champ has to say. And I'd listen if I were you, because this could change the future of the company. So let's see what we got to say.
Man, after winning this gold, I realized that y'all niggas can't really fuck with me. And that's on the game. Comethazine, you suck. Young Thug, you suck. Eminem, with all due respect, you suck too. No one, and I mean no one, in this company can fuck with me. It don't matter who come out, who gets in this ring. I'm about to drop them, and I'ma still hold this rap championship.
Wait a second. Who's coming out to the ring? It's the GM. The GM of the World Rap Federation. CC. And CC has come out. Blueface, first off, I want to say congrats on the title win. I knew putting you in the tournament was a good call. You're a very talented wrestler, but to say no one can touch you is a little far-fetched, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe you are the dominant champ we need. As you know, our first pay-per-view, the Cypher's coming up, and you need an opponent. A good matchup, to be exact. And I've been talking with the other executives backstage, and we have determined that we are going to announce Blueface's Cypher opponent later on tonight. So stay tuned, folks. It's about to be lit. And Blueface, prepare yourself, because the opponent we picked for you is about to give you hell. Good luck, my boy. You're gonna need it. Peace out. And our general manager, CC, with a bold announcement as Blueface's mystery opponent for the pay-per-view is going to be announced at the end of the show. But until then, we got more matches, folks. And folks, I honestly do not know what to make of that match. A double pinfall, but Polo G is awarded with the win. And I'm just getting word that our GM and executive are going over that match finish to determine what's next in terms of that match. I'm honestly speechless. I don't know how that was able to get by our referees, but that should have been a double victory. But we will see what the verdict is later on in the night. But now we have a second fatal four-way between Young Thug, NF, Comethazine, and Nardo Wick. And now we got our man, Young Thug, finally has theme music. It's a glorious day. And Young Thug, the man who was close to being in the final of the King of the Rap tournament, but came up short to the now current champion, Blueface. Young Thug, a man with a lot to prove. People say he's washed up because he wasn't able to get the job done. But I believe in Young Thug. I believe he's a good wrestler. I believe he can put on a good match, and I believe he can carry gold around his waist. And that's why he is my personal favorite to win the mainstream tournament. He's going to win this fatal four-way, and then whoever is determined the winner of the Polo G match. Because Roddy Ricch pinned Roddy Ricch pinned Juice WRLD at the same time Sofago was pinned by Polo G. So we will see what will happen on that, folks. But now we got Young Thug, first man of the second fatal four-way for the mainstream championship, number one contender. And Young Thug is ready. Next up is a man who is really soft-spoken, really humble. NF, a man who doesn't even cuss in his own raps. An admirable man. But in the ring, he's a certified killer. We got absolute bangers of matches from him with the likes of Fat Joe and Dark. He is not one to be taken lightly. People think just because NF doesn't cuss in his raps that he's a soft guy. Very, very pushover-esque, very, you can walk all over him. That's not the case. You get him in the ring, and you're done if you take him lightly and underestimate him. And now third in this second fatal four-way, we got Nardo Wick. Nardo Wick, a young up-and-comer who wants to prove himself in the big leagues. He's ready. He's poised. He knows what he has to do to win. He's got to just absolutely fall out. He has to wrestle perfect. He has to not make any mistakes, and he has to just keep his head. Because these young cats, man, they lose their mental, they lose full. They get overwhelmed with pressure. That's what separates the rookies from the vets. So let's see if Nardo Wick has that dog in him. That's good water. But last, but certainly not least, the man who was favored to win the tournament but got bounced in the first round, Comethazine. Blueface's first victory. The man who started it all for Blueface. I heard that that Comethazine was battling injury during the tournament. That's why he came up short against Blueface. Quite frankly, I don't really know how much truth and validity there is to that, because if we go back to the match, Comethazine was dominating that match. He even could have won the match by countout had he had gotten into the ring faster before the match was forced to restart due to double countout. But he was like lackadaisical. He took his time. He took Blueface as a joke. He underestimated him, and he paid the price as Blueface was able to rally and put him away to move on to the next round. But now Comethazine is in the ring with Young Thug, another person I can see holding a world title. And then NF and Nardo Wick. Two young cats with passion and drive. So let's see who's going to take the second fatal four-way. Now we're getting into it, and now just going at it. Young Thug and NF in total control. Young Thug with a neck breaker on Nardo Wick, and NF just targeting the leg of Comethazine. Same tactic that Blueface used, targeting the weak area. And they're going hard. Drinking this water so I don't lose my voice. Nardo Wick wanted a suplex, but Young Thug countered into a backstabber. NF wanted the super kick on Young Thug, but he was too far, nobody home. And now Young Thug with the knee to the face as Nardo Wick's looking for a weapon. Comethazine tries to capitalize on Thug's blindness, but is intercepted. And now NF with judo chops. And all four of these men are just wreaking havoc on each other. Comethazine wanted to grab NF. The snapmare. What's he got in store? Basement drop kick. And now a chair to the face of Young Thug by Nardo Wick. As Comethazine with another drop kick on NF. And NF is not in good shape, and neither is Young Thug, taking an absolute beating from Nardo Wick. As Comethazine and NF are just in the ring. NF having his way with Comethazine. NF wanted the bro kick, but Comethazine with the arm drag. And with Comethazine and NF, it's going to come down to the mat wrestling. As Nardo Wick lands another strike on Young Thug outside the ring. NF with the striking, but Comethazine with the mat wrestling and technicality, as well as Young Thug, who's more of a jack of all trades. He shows traits of a high flyer, powerhouse, and a technician, all in one moveset. As Nardo Wick just wreaking havoc with that chair. NF, the honorable man, says, "Beat me without weapons, you dishonorable scum." And a kick to the face of Nardo Wick. And Young Thug catching a breather as NF, Nardo Wick, and Comethazine go in. And NF takes Young Thug out. He goes for the pin, but it's broken up by Nardo Wick. And NF and Nardo Wick start going at it. As Comethazine rolling out the ring for a breather. NF has Nardo Wick up for snake eyes as he hits his face on the turnbuckle. And now NF with a knee to the face. And Comethazine has a Singapore cane, but Nardo Wick makes him drop it. And a suplex, Northern Lights suplex by Comethazine, but it's breaking up by NF. NF goes for the pin on Thug, but it's broken up by Nardo Wick. And a springboard standing moonsault to Nardo Wick by Comethazine. And now NF with a knee to Comethazine. And Comethazine not really fazed by that attack as he's going in, but Nardo Wick says, "No, I got your leg, buddy." Spins him around. What's he gonna do now? Comethazine with a kick to the face. Dazes Nardo Wick. Nardo Wick dodges Comethazine, but an arm drag is inevitable with this man. And now Nardo Wick, one snap suplex on Comethazine. And now NF with the zigzag. Zigzag by NF. Cover one, and it's broken up by Comethazine. As Nardo-Wick has that Singapore cane. Goes for the pin. Broken up by Nardo-Wick. And Comethazine with a suplex on Nardo-Wick. And now Young Thug with a suplex on Comethazine. And NF with a knee to Young Thug. And these four are going in just like the first fatal four-way match. And Nardo-Wick, a fan of the Singapore cane, as he grabs another one. He says, I don't like the way the other one feels. And now they're both going at it with canes. And now Nardo-Wick gets the upper hand on Comethazine. He's just beating him with the Singapore cane. And now Comethazine manages to drop it as Young Thug nails a suplex on NF. He goes for the pin. That might do it. And a kick out. And NF staying in this fight. But Comethazine with a deadlift German. And NF with the backbreaker. And now all four men just brawling. And they're going in. Another backbreaker on Young Thug. And a snake eyes to Comethazine. Both men are down. Cover on by Nardo-Wick. And a kick out / breakup. As Young Thug rolls out the ring once again. Comethazine is stunned. NF off the ropes as Nardo-Wick takes control. And now a sunset flip by Nardo-Wick on Comethazine. And Comethazine is dazed and confused. But Comethazine counters. And he goes for the super kick. Super kick by Comethazine on Nardo-Wick. And it's broken up by NF. And another knee to NF. As NF goes down and a stomp to Nardo-Wick. As Young Thug re-enters the ring. And Young Thug with the face buster. Covered by Young Thug. And it's broken up by NF. And now NF wanted the sweeper, but Young Thug with the kick. Young Thug with a drop kick. And now just straight punches across the face of Comethazine as Young Thug is in control. I think he wanted to slam. But Nardo-Wick with a scorpion death drop on Young Thug. And now Nardo-Wick with the DDT. Only him and NF in the ring as NF counters him. Drives him into the ropes. As Comethazine interrupts that collision. Knee to the face by Comethazine on NF. And then a splash. And now just choking Nardo-Wick with the foot as Comethazine is taking control. Comethazine dribbling NF off the ropes like a basketball as he punches him in the kidneys. Now Comethazine's looking to finish it as Young Thug interrupts it for a moment. And Young Thug's got him up. And Comethazine with a double attack and a snap suplex. As Comethazine, brainbuster on NF. Cover on NF by Young Thug, by Comethazine as Young Thug breaks it up. Roundhouse to Young Thug. And Nardo-Wick slow to get to his feet. Another zigzag by NF. Covered, but it's broken up by Nardo-Wick. And now Nardo-Wick wanted to go for something in the corner, but NF is too quick on the draw. Harlem sidekick by NF. Sends Nardo-Wick out the ring. Young Thug able to escape NF's grasp. And now just knees to the abdomen. And now to the face. And then NF with a knee of his own, but Comethazine able to come back and strike. Now Comethazine has him set up. He has him set up. And a knee to the face. Strong style knee. Cover on NF. 1, 2, and a kick out. Kick out by NF as Comethazine is shocked. Another knee to Young Thug. As Comethazine. Oh, shoot, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm not tired, I'm not bored, I promise, I'm having a blast. This match is crazy, folks. Constant kicks to Young Thug. And now Comethazine showing us why he's one of the favorites. Young Thug rolls out the ring, and now it's Nardo Wick's turn to get the combo with a drink. The cover on Nardo Wick. 1, 2, and Comethazine. NF, I believe, was injured. And he had the wind knocked out of him. As Comethazine was able to pick up the win. And he is guaranteed in the championship match for the main event, for the mainstream title at the Cypher pay-per-view. But who will be joining Comethazine? Polo G or Roddy Ricch? We'll find out soon enough, folks. Oh, and we're just getting word that a backstage brawl is ensued, and it seems to be Kanye West attacking Drake. Why is Kanye West attacking Drake? I mean, I know he sampled his wife in his new single, Search and Rescue, but Kanye is going absolutely ham on Drake right now. And Kanye and Drake are just going absolutely crazy. Well, Kanye is just beating the crap out of Drake. And now Kanye wanted to fall away slam, but it's countered as Drake with the backbreaker. And Drake wanting no part of this, gets the chair. And Kanye. Someone's got to stop these two. Someone's got to call security or something. Like, this is out of hand. Like, what is going on? Kanye West just attacking Drake unprovoked. And Kanye West, what's he got planned for Drake? Ooh, and a slam as his ankle hits that pavement. And someone's got to get out here, folks. What is going on? Oh my God. Goodness. Goodness. And I'm just getting word that security is on the way to break up this altercation. And I'm sorry you had to see that, folks. Honestly, just, I don't know what to make of that attack by Kanye West on Drake. Or by the altercation they had, I should say. I don't know who started it. All we know is that an altercation ensued between the two, and we're getting to the bottom of it. But coming up next, we have a tag team match. We have Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia going against Playboy Carti and Lil Uzi Vert. And the former coming out with their album, Scaring the Hoes. Be sure to listen to it on all platforms. And we got Scaring the Hoes. That's the name of their team, apparently. That's clever. And I just got an update for that. I got two updates, actually, that I will say while these two make their entrance. First update regarding the first Fatal 4-Way match between Polo G and Roddy Ricch. Those two will be facing each other for the final spot in the mainstream championship match, since they both scored a pinfall at the same time. So it will be the winner of Polo G and Roddy Ricch against Comethazine for the mainstream championship at the Cypher pay-per-view. But now, we got Playboy Carti out here. He's playing his guitar. He's rocking out. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna break the guitar? He breaks the guitar. And Playboy Carti is out here. He's rocking out. He's in vamp mode. As the whole arena is full of blood and red. This vamp anthem as Playboy Carti's out here. Playboy Carti and Lil Uzi Vert deciding to team up. They had a couple collab albums, or not collab albums, collab singles, I should say. They were supposed to make a collab album, but they had some beef along the way, but it seems that they squashed it now, given that they're going to tag in this match. So hopefully their chemistry will be able to stay strong against an established team like Scaring the Host. And Playboy Cardi's just having an absolute rock concert as he comes out. Danny Brown talking to JPEG Mafia about strategy, as they are the established team. Now little Uzi Vert coming out here. And the crowd booing him, as he is a controversial figure, but also very talented. As little Uzi Vert deciding to team up with Playboy Cardi to establish dominance in the tag team division. Look at that coat, an absolute banger of a coat. As little Uzi makes his way to the ring, he is ready. He looks focused. He looks like he wants to absolutely dominate. His team Scaring the Hose gets in their corner. They're ready. And let's see who's going to start the match off for both teams. It looks like it's going to be JPEG versus Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi with a questionable wrestling attire, but hey, who am I to judge? I only judge in-ring skills. But a flip by JPEG Mafia on Playboy Cardi shakes him up early. And now JPEG Mafia just using his absolute mat work on Playboy Cardi, who's more of a striker. JPEG Mafia slowly but surely getting his offense in as he knees him in the face. One of the knife edge chop, but Playboy Cardi countered it and throws him out the ring. Little Uzi was thinking about attacking, but he decided to get in the corner. But I believe that was a miscommunication between Cardi and Uzi, as Cardi wanted to dive, but Uzi hesitated with his attack and left Playboy Cardi. But it seems he's in control now, so the miscommunication wasn't too detrimental. And now JPEG on the receiving end of brutal force by Playboy Cardi. A man who was quoted as saying he took his shirt off and all the girls stopped breathing. I don't know what that meant, but it sounds like he's got some body odor. Wanted a knee on Uzi, but now Uzi with a shimmy punch goes for it, but it's countered. As JPEG Mafia using his mat work against the youngins and a drop kick. That's some old school Ricky the Steamboat type of movement. And now we tag in the powerhouse Danny Brown. As Danny Brown rebounds into the ropes, and now little Uzi showing off a little bit of his mat work. Now he locks up with the big man. And Uzi with a chop brings the big man down. And little Uzi wasting no time getting Cardi back into the match. Now Cardi attacking the legs of the big Danny Brown. Then a neck breaker. And Playboy Cardi once again targeting the neck of Danny Brown. Goes for the cover. And a kick out by Danny Brown. Danny Brown needs a breather, as Playboy Cardi's entering vamp mode once again. Now Playboy Cardi, spinebuster by Danny Brown on Cardi, who wanted a rope attack, and now Danny Brown in control. And now he wants to get JPEG back into this. JPEG Mafia, one of the most unorthodox rappers of all time. One of the most abstract, and I mean that in a good way. One of the most unique artists of our generation. With a collab album with Danny Brown called Scaring the Hose, and now JPEG with a splash on Cardi cover. And a kick out at one by Cardi, and Cardi with a knee to the face. As JPEG dropped his guard. And now Cardi's looking to do some damage to the limbs. And now he's got JPEG Mafia where he wants him, but JPEG's able to fight out of it. What's he gonna do here? JPEG with a grab, goes for the ropes again. And an over the back drop. As JPEG smells it in the air. But Playboy Cardi with the flatliner. And this match pretty even so far as both teams able to get punishment in on each member, respectively. As JPEG fights out of Playboy's grasp once again, knowing that his technical prowess is going to outclass Cardi any day of the week. But Cardi's showing a little of his own. And another flatliner. My oh my, folks. And Little Uzi taking advantage of the battered JPEG. The fresh Little Uzi taking advantage. As Little Uzi has JPEG right where he wants him. And a clothesline knocks him over. JPEG looking for the hot tag and he gets it. The big man Danny Brown comes in. Flying clothesline by Danny Brown. And Danny Brown has Uzi where he wants him. Kick to the head. And Danny Brown's in full control. He's got him in the figure four. And he lets him out of it immediately. And now Danny Brown saying he's too little, but he gets dragged in the corner. As Little Uzi reverses. And now Little Uzi taking advantage of the weakened Danny Brown. Danny Brown fights back out of it. Drop kick by Danny Brown. And Danny Brown with a kick to the back. Little Uzi with a kick to the head. And Danny Brown looking for the ankle lock. He's got the ankle lock locked in. Is Little Uzi gonna tap? As Cardi helps Little Uzi free the ankle lock. And Cardi lays out Danny Brown. And JPEG Mafia gets tagged back in. Now Little Uzi gets drop kicked by JPEG. And it's electric in here, folks. And a bulldog by JPEG Mafia on Playboy Cardi. But Cardi's got him up. The claw suplex by Cardi. Cover on JPEG Mafia. Went for the rope break, but the ref couldn't see it, so he has to kick out. And it's not looking good for scaring the hose. But JPEG dodges Little Uzi's kick. And a swinging neck breakthrough by JPEG Mafia. As Little Uzi is surprised by the sudden reinvigoration. Discus elbow by JPEG as Little Uzi struggles to get to his feet. Danny Brown wanted to grab Uzi, but it wasn't too slow. And Uzi with a Samoan drop on the big man. A good show of strength from Little Uzi, who weighs about 140 pounds. And Danny Brown with the T-bone slam. T-bone slam. And it's broken up by Cardi before the ref could even count. And now, pay dirt by Playboy, or on Playboy. And now Little Uzi and Playboy breaks it up. Getting them mixed up because they're both weird guys who like to dress weird and have long hair. And now Danny Brown gets rid of Little Uzi. Gets rid of Cardi, so he has Uzi to himself, but Uzi's fighting back. Uzi's not giving up. Little Uzi's not giving up. And Danny Brown showing off the mat work again. Spine buster. Spine buster by Little Uzi as JPEG is checked in. And Little Uzi's taking a beating. And a spear. A spear by JPEG. But Playboy Cardi's on it. But Danny Brown, ref is down. I repeat, the ref is down. There's been a ref bump. Both men getting thrown to the outside of the ring. But this match is going insane, folks. Hip hip toss by JPEG. Now mocking Little Uzi. But Little Uzi's had enough. Little Uzi with the toss. And JPEG is in a weakened state. Little Uzi drags him back in the ring. But Danny Brown, on the other hand, doesn't want Uzi to get a breather, drags him back in the ring as well. Wanted the clothesline, but JPEG counters it. Almost sidekick by JPEG Mafia. And JPEG Mafia wants Danny Brown in the match. The fresher Danny Brown's coming in now. And Uzi, they both go for attacks and miss, nobody home. And Danny Brown with the suplex. Cover. And a breakup by Playboy Cardi. But Playboy Cardi's getting flapjacked by Danny Brown. And Little Uzi off the distraction. Gets Danny Brown on the ground. And Little Uzi wanted to dive, but I think Cardi wants Danny Brown for himself as he gets him back in the ring. And Little Uzi gets JPEG on the ground. Danny Brown is weakened, but Danny Brown's still fighting. He's looking for his partner. And now Danny Brown with Little Uzi on the rope. And both of them going at it. Northern Lights suplex by Little Uzi Vert on Danny Brown. And now he finally gets Cardi back in after all this time. And now Cardi with the Spanish fly on Danny Brown. That might do it, folks. One. And a breakup by JPEG Mafia. And staring the hose. It's looking bleak for them right now. As Danny Brown. But Danny Brown with the Tornado DDT. Tornado DDT on Playboy Cardi. And Cardi is stunned. Cardi is stunned. The pay dirt. Pay dirt by Danny Brown on Playboy Cardi. One. And a breakup by Little Uzi. But JPEG Mafia throws him out the ring as Cardi rolls out. And these two just are laying it out on the line. And Danny Brown with the flip senton. Look at the big man fly. And now targeting the arm of Little Uzi. Playboy Cardi. As Little Uzi and JPEG brawl. With Playboy Cardi. Looking for the upper hand. Little Uzi and Playboy Cardi are looking like they might win this match. A count of 6 now. If they both get counted out, this match is going to be a draw. Now Danny Brown gets him back in the ring. He wants to win this the honorable way. Stomp to the arm of Cardi. And JPEG Mafia gets back in. Cardi with a kip up. And a counter on JPEG. And Cardi looking for the Sister Abigail. Sister Abigail on JPEG, but it's broken up by Danny Brown. And Danny Brown's down and out by Little Uzi. And Playboy Cardi with another Sister Abigail. And it's not looking good for saving the hose. Or scaring the hose, sorry. And Playboy Cardi goes for the cover. Is that going to do it for scaring the hose? 1, 2. And scaring the hose lose to Playboy Cardi and Little Uzi Vert. As the chemistry proves to be intact between Cardi and Uzi. As they pick up a big win against the established scaring the hose. But I feel like this rivalry is going to be far from over, folks. But for now, Playboy Cardi and Little Uzi Vert have the edge. And now our general manager with the announcement. Well, it all comes down to this. Blueface's opponent for the first Cypher
pay-per-view. It was a hard decision, but we ended up going with somebody who we know can bring the fight to the champ. So I hope you guys are excited, because I sure am. Introducing Blueface's opponent, NLE Chopper. Come on, Chopper, come say hi to the people. Come on down.
NLE Chopper, huh? Wow, the GM really picked a warrior to go against Blueface. GM, what do you expect out of NLE Chopper?
I expect him to bring Blueface to his absolute limit. And that's all I really expect. To all the folks who watched, I wish you guys a good night. Blueface, I think you may have met your match. My hand-picked champ is going to tear you apart.
And Blueface has his hands full with this one, folks. Will he be able to beat the GM's hand-picked opponent? Or will NLE Chopper be able to prove himself? Find out next time on the World Rap Federation.